Hello everyone, I'm ImKibitz and welcome back to Satisfactory. Where last time we did some Fixmas stuff, but before that we were working on nuclear. And we got the project started on our supermassive nuclear power plant. And today we're gonna continue working on it. In fact, we're gonna complete it. And would you look at that, in one quick boop, we're done. Nuclear project over, wowee. No, I'm kidding. This is a creative world with a diorama of the project we're gonna be working on and all of the steps involved in completing it. Because we're gonna be working on uranium fuel rods, then processing that into plutonium fuel rods. And way down the line, we're gonna go through the whole process of making fixonium fuel rods. And before we dive further into the plan, I first wanted to thank today's sponsor, Raycon. And since it's a new year, my theme this time around is outside. I want to make outdoor activities a bigger part of my daily routine. But these sorts of habits can be difficult to establish, but the process is made a whole lot easier when you can bring your Raycon everyday earbuds. So if I go for a walk around my neighborhood or to the gym or something like that, I can relax and take her easy because these have excellent noise cancellation and also a 32-hour battery life. And then once I'm back home, these have multi-connectivity, so you can pair to multiple devices. So I go from my phone to my computer, sit down, and relax. And finally, to wrap up the theme, I got my pair of Raycons in forest green and a protective case with a concrete design to give it that outdoory, mountainy feel. So if you want to join me on my theme or are looking for a new pair of earbuds, go to buyraycon.com/kibitz to get 15% off site-wide. That's right, you'll get 15% off everything on Raycon's website when you go to buyraycon.com/kibitz. And now back to producing fixonium. Eventually. We actually need plutonium waste in order to make one of the products for fixonium fuel rods. So we're a couple stages behind there. In fact, we're over here at stage 1. We're trying to get at least the uranium fuel rods online to get us a good kick of power so we can do the rest of the project. And we are right at the beginning collecting the resources. So far, we are done that. We have the water collected. That is a huge milestone because that is probably the hardest project out of everything here. Well, that and the infrastructure. We'll get to that in a bit. But no, the water is gonna go and make ourselves dissolved silica later on. It's gonna make us tons of nitric acid. And most importantly, it is going to cool all of our nuclear reactors. By the way, the numbers in the diorama are not real, but the recipes are. We are gonna be using some dissolved silica crazy recipes and a few other weird ones. But anyway, back to what we're trying to do here. We need all of these resources. Well, actually, I guess I kind of fibbed. We're done 2 of these things. We're also done with bauxite because we actually processed all the bauxite on the planet and we're gonna be shipping in aluminum ingots for whatever aluminum products we need for this whole project. But that does leave everything else and the infrastructure to get it. And that is kind of our main goal today. And I'd usually say that's easier said than done, but no, even saying that, it's like, what do we do? We need thousands of resources. Like for example, we need 2,000 copper, 4,000 iron, 3,000 limestone, 6,000 Caterium. Like, there's a lot that's gonna be going on here. And I don't even have like a foundation or destination for it. Like I don't even know the design of our nuclear power plant yet. So many variables. And it's always the hardest part with a new project of figuring out where the heck to actually start. One of the reasons why I started by collecting the 120,000 water per minute first. Because A, it's not really a big design challenge, it's mostly just a big grindy project. So here's the deal. We're just gonna start paving the biome and do something. Don't know what design we're going with, I don't know how everything will look, but we're probably gonna end up doing a lot of paving around here, so may as well get started with something. And maybe as I'm paving around a lot of the biome, the next step will become a little bit more clear. And paving wise, we're just gonna be using the kind of default design I usually do. where I go and follow the terrain quite a bit. So this is the height level of this little bit of terrain, which I cannot change and or move. So we're gonna build over top of that. But then, when the terrain kind of goes down a bit, we can add in a wall. That way, we'll have a bunch of concrete kind of just covering the terrain. Pretty much exactly copying what we did here in our turbo fuel power plant. We just kind of built over the lake and we didn't really change a lot of terrain features too much. And the concrete, again, just covers everything that's around. So like just behind here, there's gonna be a cliff that we're trying to build around. So maybe like encasing the biome is a better way to put it. Maybe after I do this for a couple hours, I'll have a better idea of what the heck to do next. And well, it was a start. And I spent a couple hours just covering all of the islands and stuff, trying to make the terrain a little bit interesting. And yeah, it looks pretty cool. I think we're gonna leave in the lagoon in the middle there, maybe fill it with nuclear waste, I don't know. But after building this, I did realize something important. I have no idea what I'm doing with the design of this place. And I have so many resources to collect. So I thought of a solution. I'm gonna keep this in mind, maybe draw out some inspiration or look online for inspiration, etc., etc. And in the meantime, I'm just gonna go and find resource nodes, like the copper here, and I'm just going to bring the resources into this biome, or the area, because I don't know where the trains are gonna go, I don't know where the belts are gonna go, I don't know where I'm gonna build like uranium fuel rods or whatever, anywhere. So we're just gonna bring stuff to the biome and call it good. We went and gotten all the local stuff, like all of the sand, iron, and oil. And next, I'm about to start collecting items that are in the close vicinity, as in the biomes just lurking outside of this one. Even from the desert, from the northern forest, and from the dune desert zone. I'll focus up on the northern forest first, because I found this really nice little path where we can belt a lot of resources over. Because just a little bit further and up this cliff is a really nice area with a bunch of pure nodes. Like each of these iron nodes is pure. There's a pure and normal copper node over there. Or maybe they're both pure? Let's see here. Yeah, that's pure, so 1,200 copper. And then this one, 1,200. Okay, so that's 2,400 off the bat. Pretty good, especially when we only need like, wait, that's it. We only need about 2,000 copper. That's 2,400 right there. Oh, easy. So this is why I want to just belt the close by stuff first, and then we'll get the trains involved a little later. And then we'll probably have to get some drones too. But for now, giant belt highway. And I went and made a very temporary blueprint for the belt lines here. It's just a big old chunk of belts that we can place every so often. So I think this is a 3x3. Just built in the air, and I've deleted all the supports so we can easily connect stuff. And then wherever I want to have supports for the bridge, we'll add supports for the belts as well, because floating belts looks a little funky weird in a bad way. And unfortunately, we can't connect the blueprints together, so in between each blueprint, I'm gonna have to do this manually. Oh! I built the blueprints backwards. It's supposed to be bringing the items that way. We're going this way. Okay. Whoops. No biggie though. It's just a belt line, and it just takes time, and now it is done. So that is actually most of, I think that's all of our iron, all of our copper for the whole project, all will be brought over via this giant belt highway. Now where will it eventually end up? I don't know. Maybe we'll do some processing in this area, maybe we'll do some basic processing over there, whatever. Oh, it looks like I missed a node here. What is this? Impure? I didn't see nothing. Anyway, since that's brought to this biome, I'm considering those resources at the nuclear power plant, and we'll figure out how to process them and what have you later on. But unfortunately, that was the easy part. Or I'm sorry, simple part. It was not easy. A lot of belt work here, especially going for like the Caterium and stuff that was over that way. But yeah, that's the belting done. Now we need trains, because I need an abhorrent amount of Caterium. 6,000 ore per minute, because Caterium is going to be one of the most mission critical things in the entire build. It's used for a lot. We're going to be using it for quickwire, of course. Quickwire is needed for a bunch of stuff. Let's go and see. A bunch of stuff for later. And then at least for now, it looks like we're going to be using it for, encased uranium cells. Yeah, that's important. But way more importantly is way over in phase 3. We're gonna be using it along with Sam to make the fixite ingots. And it's gonna be a lot of Caterium and a lot of Sam. But with all that, we can use up all of our plutonium waste and make a ton of fixonium fuel rods. There's just the big problem of Caterium being all over the place. There are nodes just strewn about. So this is the biome we're working in, right? I got this Caterium node, which will be 600 per minute, but then there's no more Caterium nearby. We're gonna have to go on a journey. There's like 600 over here. There's 1,200 there. And it's really, really, really spread out. So we're gonna have to do a lot of work to get it all. I guess the good part about this though, is it'll force me to build even more infrastructure, and more infrastructure is always good. On that note, I have decided which node we're gonna go for first. There is a Caterium node that is am I dead? Oh, I thought I fell off the rail. There's a Caterium node that is way over this way. So, I'm going to expand the train network we're on to turn over here and go up and get it. And if I bring a train through this biome, there's a ton of other resources that will be in range too to yoink. So let's say about here, we'll have the big train intersection, turn off that way, hit the bridge, and then start going up the hill. Let's just build some scaffolding and I don't know, go this direction. Sure. And I want to center this build right on top of the natural bridge. Although I'm building a little bit above the terrain, I want the train track to at least follow it a bit. That way the track has a bit of character. Say about there is pretty good. Let's just try and figure out the path here before I build the rest of the tracks. Okay, we'll make it all the way across that bridge area. And then we have a big ol' hill. At this point, we might just have to build on the ground. Ideally, I want to use this blueprint, because if we use this blueprint, we'll have some kind of infrastructure to build on, or at least bring power on, so that'll be kind of nice. Train will go to there, start turning over this way. If I angle this better, we could probably just have one train track going straight up and down. That'd be pretty cool. And then I want the train to kind of go underneath this belt. This is from the belt work from earlier, and that goes over to some Caterium, and also grab some limestone as well. It's just right there. I was like, why not? Ugh. But then it gets a little tricky. I have to angle to here, and we gotta like sneak through this, and then we have to turn over there. Oh, dude, this is not a fun zone to work in. At least we have something to work with. And also, I'm working on the project too. Better to be doing something than, again, literally nothing. Beam, are you being difficult? Oh, I built the beam on an angle, okay. Anyway, that's where the track's going. So that's where it went, at least for a little while, up until it got way too time consuming and difficult, and then I was like, wait a second, I'm building all of this for one Caterium node? I don't think so. Future Kibs can finish the rest of the track, and present Kibs is gonna get the 600 per minute and belt it all the way over to our other infrastructure, using our beautiful belt supports. They bring the power and the belts, and that just goes all the way to our other piping network and brings it to the biome. Which means, count them, that's 1, 2 Caterium nodes yoinked. That is 1,200 per minute, meaning we only need 4,800 more. Yeah, this was all way too difficult to deal with, and this is a big project we're working on. I need some quick wins to help me with my motivation here, so we're just going to not target the next hardest resource to get, and we're just gonna continue with what we started with and collect nearby resources. Why did we turn this way? Whatever, goodbye train. Yeah, we're just gonna collect the nearby stuff. And some nearby coal nodes are looking pretty enticing. We need 9,000 coal per minute, mostly for diamonds later on. So collecting a cool 2,400 here with all of these normal nodes is a pretty good start. Oh, not only that, but there's a bunch of quartz in the demon cave down over that way. And I think in Satisfactory 1.0, there's even some Caterium over here. So you know, technically speaking, we're actually still on task. Perfect. Please be pure, please be pure, please be pure. Why? Whatever, dude. So yeah, we'll get that and we'll get all the resources in this area. And instead of belting the resources, I think we're going to set up a train. I don't know where a lot of the resources are gonna end up, right? And if we set up a train station to bring everything, that could help us out. Bit of a catch though, we're gonna build an independent train network just for nuclear. I don't really want a lot of trains for nuclear being attached to our main train network, because the main train network is gonna be filled with trains, and I don't want our mission critical nuclear stuff to be caught in train traffic. That's not cool, right, Mr. Spiders? Right. Don't want to have a nuclear explosion at the power plant. So hold the line, train station in, and there's 4 coal nodes, so we'll bring each of them into their own station. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's the Caterium node, that's 5. And then I think there's a SAM node down here, and then 3 Quartz nodes? I guess we should actually look and find out, eh? Demons, be gone! And what are we cooking with here? There's the SAM node. And we have 1, 2, I think there's a 3rd Quartz node back there. What are the purities? Pure, so 1,200. Cool. Demons! I should have cleared them out. Die! I almost oofed myself. Okay. Wait, what? This is pure? So you're telling me with the Mark III miner, and once we have the Mark VI belts, we're gonna have 2,400 quartz just with these 2 nodes. That's really good. But what about you? Pure, come on. Ah, normal's fine, that's 600. And then there's another node back over here. What are you? Normal. Wow, that's a lot of quartz. So 600, that's 3,000 quartz. I think that's, one second, let me check my notes here. That's all the quartz we need. Ooh, demons. Good news. That is all the quartz we need for the entire project. Look at that. That is the kind of quick win I needed for extra motivation. Thank you, spiders, for the gift. It's nice to get another huge chunk of the project brought back to the biome. And it's also so nice when everything looks so good. Look at all these belts. Look at that train station. Wow, he fits in like a glove. As for the rest of the train though, it's gonna go over that way and then, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna have trains going all over the place in the nuclear plant, or if I should have like one giant train yard or what have you. So the track just ends up here, and then we have all the options ever on where to bring it and do further processing. That's all good. Lots checked off the list already. So back in the diorama world, let's go and tick some boxes here. Quartz, done. Copper, done. Iron, done. Limestone, done. So what remains? We still have a ridiculous amount of coal to get, but we'll save that probably for last, actually. There's still lots of Caterium, SAM, uranium, and then like 5,000 nitrogen. So this kind of sucks, but I think we have to go back onto the Caterium project. Yeah, that's the final order of operations. We'll get the Caterium, then we'll probably get the SAM, then the nitrogen, and last but not least, the uranium. I don't want radioactive material everywhere, so I don't really want to get that anytime soon. So checking out the Satisfactory map, let's start to plan and make a bit of a hit list here. So we have all of the SAM nodes in this biome. We have this Caterium node, that Caterium node, and this Caterium node, this SAM node, and then that's it. So how do we want to go about this? Well, we're probably gonna have to get this pure node of Caterium. So I'll probably build like I guess like a train stop around there. Then SAM-wise, I have no idea. We need so much SAM. SAM up there though. Oh, and there's Caterium there. Oh, there's lots of SAM. Hold up, okay. So a Caterium train station around here. Maybe we'll grab these SAM nodes too. Definitely a train station over this way. This is the power plant, right? So we could have a train go through the cliffs, dive under here, and then like park around this way. That way we're close to the nitrogen gas too, or by SAM, we have the Caterium there. Yeah, that's perfect. Oh, and hold up. I forgot to mention we need sulfur too. There's sulfur right there. Oh, for sure we need a train station there. That's great. Maybe we get these sulfur nodes, train station there. Whoa, and what is this? 3 Caterium nodes right there next to SAM. Excuse me, there's Caterium there, there's sulfur there. Okay, we want a train station around there too. Not bad. Actually though, could we put one train station here and get all of this Caterium? That could finish the project, right? Like that's 600, 600, 600, 1,200, 1,800, that's 3,000 raw Caterium. And the sulfur. All right, we're going on a little expedition here. If we brought that train track we're working on earlier all the way through here, there's a bunch of coal over there I could gather, and then where is all of the Caterium? I think in Satisfactory 1.0, they changed up how the resources are distributed around here. There used to be like 6 quartz nodes over here, but it's looking like it's some iron there. There's like nothing over here. Okay, maybe that could be a train station. Where is the Caterium? I thought it was like right here on the map. Ring ring, hello? Oh, is that it? Wait, no. I think that's quartz. Yeah, this is all quartz. Beep booper. It's time. Find me all this Caterium. 180 meters. What is going on? Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, no, it's underground. Where is it underground? Oh, is it in the swamp? Oh. Okay, I guess it's down here. Oh, it is. What do we got, though? 2 normals and then a pure node, right? Okay, this is a weird spot to build a train stop. It really isn't, kind of. We have a bunch of train stations over there. I think there's some extra train cars available. Do we really want to bring this over for nuclear? Maybe not. Like, what we can easily do is like expand this train station, and then we can use all that Caterium back at base. Like, all the infrastructure is already ready to go. Oh, and there are 2 free stops. Oh, dude. Maybe Passkib's already planned to use that Caterium at main base. I don't think so, but I'm so torn. Oh, but then there's the SAM. Where is all this SAM at? I don't think it was in the same cave. Or maybe there's a secret tunnel or something, huh? Flashlight on. See a secret SAM tunnel? Get the beep booper helping us out. Not seeing a way through. No SAM, not yet. Oh, further down? Or does this just go through the cave? Oh, hold up. That's a way out. This is, just another way out. Wait, where's all the SAM then? Excuse me, is it through here or is this just random rock? How are we over here? Where is my SAM? Oh, what? Is there just a whole separate cave right next door to that giant Caterium cave? There is! What is this? So that Caterium is kind of technically far away from the SAM. It is really weird. Wasn't there another SAM node too, though? What's going on with that other SAM node? Somewhere over there, eh? That way? Okay. Oh, let me guess. Down in Big Cave number 2. Oh yeah, I betcha. There it is, the SAM node. So oddly enough, although on the map, the nodes are close together, logistically, they're pretty far apart. Bit of a pickle. Like, we could easily bring all of this Caterium through the cave and then to a train station somewhere here, and then boom, bop, boom. So many resources all centered. That's a lot of belt work. What's the backup plan? Well, I could just build a train station here. We get all of the coal, we get all the SAM, and then the Caterium. How far away do we have to go for the rest? We could go down here. This Caterium is already brought back to base. We're not gonna use that node. There's 2 pure nodes down here, 2,400, but it's on the literal other side of the world. You see, this is where a lot of my time goes. It's into like future planning. So we need so much Caterium for this project, but then we need so much Caterium for the rest of the projects in the game. So it's like, what do you do? Well, I guess we can go back to what we're doing before. We can just do the things we know we need to do, and we can actually just get that Caterium node that is over here. In fact, that's exactly what I did. There's too many things to plan, too many things to do. Just do what's exactly in front of you. Let's get that 1,200 Caterium, built it up, and sent to a train. And, you know, I realized something while building this. We may as well just build a big Caterium train. Just getting Caterium ingots from around the world. So, I've set up all of the refineries to deal with all of the Caterium, and we're going to send it into a train, and that will bring all of the ingots to the nuclear project. Then I set up another train station just to grab all the other resources that are kind of around this place. There's some iron, there's some limestone, there's some very, very important copper hiding around here. Future Kibs will be very happy with me about that. But yeah, if we're having a train with Caterium that we need to grab, we may as well just work our way down the coast. That's what I'm thinking. Like, we already have the train station in the swamp. Why not just have the Caterium train stop here, work its way down the coast, and grab more Caterium from down here? There's water as well, so we can actually process the ingots And I think this is a good plan. I can also hear the screams and wailings of future Kibs saying, "Don't take the swamp, Caterium, you're gonna need to use it later. Don't do it, you punk." That's how loud he was. So yeah, we're just gonna bring a Caterium train down this way. So choo, we're back in the green fields where we made our little temporary starter base.tm. Oh wow. Been a while since we worked around here. Oh my gosh, no way. Do you see what I'm seeing? We even have our first little portable miners on the Caterium node. Look at that. That's pretty nice. And I think past Kibs left us all of these portable miners because he knew in the past that we're gonna be making a Mark III miner here. And now we have all the portable miners we need to build the Mark III miner in our inventory. Wowee. And he even left a little bit of infrastructure for us to do the belt work. Isn't that nice? So that's the 1,200 there. Then we have the other 1,200 Caterium already being utilized way over there. Look at that, it's a Mark I miner, wow. I think we're just straight up smelting the Caterium in smelters for our first little bits of quick wire. Oh, the memories. Remember that 250 hours ago? Great time. Well, change of plans there, buddy. Mark III time. Let's give you some power shards. We need the goods, the 1,200 per minute. Then we want to do a little bit of processing as well. Because if we're bringing Caterium from the other side of the entire world to our nuclear power plant, throughput's gonna be an issue. So how do we want to go about this? Well, we're definitely gonna process the Caterium into ingots. And we have a pure Caterium ingot recipe in the refineries. It's the recipe that I used at the other train stop, where it's literally just Caterium ore and water to make a bunch of ingots. It's, I think, the most efficient recipe in the game. What do you look at that? The Caterium is right next to water. 1 + 1 = 2. We process the Caterium here. Nope. Instead, I'm bringing it all the way back to the green fields over there. But Kibs, why? There's another big move for future Kibs. Future Kibs needs a lot of this water to be brought over to this biome to make a ton of copper. Because later on, when we need copper powder for nuclear pasta, we're going to be processing all of the copper with more water. And we're gonna need a lot. A lot of copper and a lot of water. And future Kibs needs that energy, okay? He needs it. Present Kibs, he just needs to get a little bit of Caterium. He can handle this. So the pipeline here is prepped for future Kibs. You're welcome. And the Caterium, like I said, is being brought over this way, along with a little bit of that water to be processed into Caterium ingots to be sent on a train and to the other side of the world. I've left a little space here for the other Caterium node to be dropped into, and we should be good. We'll probably end up building, 2, maybe 3 trains, kind of circling the world, bringing Caterium out and around. Just to help with a bit of the throughput, the 2 pure Caterium nodes are split into 4 Caterium freight cars. So that's one of the other ways you can increase throughput with the trains. Either you have a lot of trains transporting a lot of stuff, or you split up the goods between a bunch of freight cars. So now instead of like 1 or 2 freight cars are attempting to carry 2,400 ingots per minute, instead it's split between 4, and that's a lot more manageable. And more importantly, that means there's only 1 more Caterium, 2 more Caterium nodes we have to target. Right, Theodore? Right. Just the few left over here. Oh wait, no, there's 3. There's 1 that's over there next to some coal. There's this one down here. It's a normal node that we can just bring over the cliffs and to our water pipes. And there is another one. Oh gosh, I'm gonna die. Wasn't worried for a second. So there's another one by this sulfur and SAM node just over the cliff here. That's pure. With those 3 nodes, we're good to go. So I scooted that train track I mentioned earlier through the cliffs and then brought it around to a train stop right in between the mountains, right next to the sulfur node. So that is gonna be the SAM, Caterium, and sulfur all brought through ye ol' little train line. And oh yeah, there's a little bit of nitrogen up on the cliff as well. And I'll just bring that back via pipes. Alrighty then. That means we just have a little bit of belt work to do. Oh my gosh, why did I say that? That was not a little bit of belt work. That was a lot. This cliffside freaking sucks, man. Not cool. But at least it's done, right? Now I'm way more worried about this Caterium node way over here. There is no easy way around it, but I need to bring a train track to somewhere close by. We're gonna grab this Caterium, we're gonna grab the 2 SAM nodes we were looking at earlier, and then we still need all of this coal. So you know that train track we're working on way earlier? That was a little too difficult for past kibs? Well, now we're at the end of the line, and we have to bring it on through. Okay, if we're seriously planning this out then, how do we want to deal with this? What overwhelmed me initially, I was thinking back, was I just didn't want to have to deal with all the train curves. Like, to make the train curves look nice, it's quite a bit of work. Like, I use a bunch of beams and all this stuff. And going from this way and zagging back that way and then zagging the other way, that's way too much, okay? It's not gonna happen. I think we're gonna zig one more time this way, and then we're gonna go up. And by I think, I mean that's what we're gonna do. There's no way. I'm just gonna, like, follow the terrain too much. It's getting way too overwhelming. So if we're bringing the track up and we still want to follow the terrain a bit, what's kind of in our way? Oh, a giant unbreakable tree. Where did that come from? Okay, let's move over this way, shall we? We're still kind of in range of down over there. We are. I am not seeing a path through here. God, not an easy one at all. Look at all the stupid stuff going on. Why is it so busy? What a terrible place. Oh, and even worse, I gotta keep this in mind. There's a copper node here. We will desperately need later on. Wait a second. I think I see a path. We just work around this. Looks like we are scooting through the rest of the biome. And once we get to this area, we have some limestone and most importantly, the Caterium's over there. Train tracks going through here. Build the station off to the right. We can get all the coal. Where we'll go forward from there? No idea. But then we have to loop back in with that track. Okay, there's a possibility here. But will this path even work? Like, can we bring this all the way back, dodging everything else in all of the northern forests? Or are we gonna bump into something? Oh, I think there's like maybe a 1% chance we don't bump into stuff up ahead there. Oh my gosh, hold up though. It's the 1% we needed, excuse me? The tracks are gonna be up here, right? So that goes over this, but does it go under that? We're up to 2% probability. Twice as good as I expected. Ooh, it's so close. Ah, dang it. Okay, we hit this like weird arc thing. That's kind of okay. Is there anything else that we're gonna hit? Oh, wait a second. Our destination's right over there. Oh, maybe we could have like one more turn from that direction over to the left? Yeah, wait. If we're trying to aim for right over that way, oh, we could just build a track that goes straight through here to there. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be difficult, but there is a way. Oh my gosh, this was ridiculously difficult, but I got it. I dodged all of the nonsense in this despicable biome. And we have a path that goes all the way through it. I'll be getting rid of the trees later because who knows, maybe I want to reroute this track a little bit. But to be honest, there's not a lot of options, so probably not. The main thing is we're close by to the copper that we need to be close by to, so we're gonna have a station over there at some point. Most importantly, we cut through all of the nonsense and we managed to get over to the coal and Caterium that's way over here. My goodness gracious, what a pain in the butt. Like, this whole episode I've been working on over like the Christmas holidays and stuff. It's been like 30 hours, probably more. Oh yes, certainly more. I forgot about this because this track needed to continue through, right? To connect to the rest of the track. So I snuck around all these trees, found a little pathway through down here, and this connects to the main world track pathway. It's also close by to that other quartz deposit that we're scouting out earlier, and we can attach that to the main train grid later. Finally, we end up next to this terrible train intersection. And off we go, back to the nuclear power plant. What a journey. What a terrible journey. Good news too, was that we're actually close by-ish to those other SAM nodes. So since that was on the list, went and yoinked them from the caves. And since we built all of these trains with the train infrastructure, we're able to belt most of that underneath the train tracks and over to a station. So it was 2 impure SAM nodes, so I combined them together into one, and that's a 600 belt of SAM going over to that station. So lots and lots and lots of stuff used there. And no, we didn't have to nuke things. Go away, nuclear weapons. Thank you. But along the list, we had to get the sulfur too. There's a lot of sulfur nearby. I think there's 900 per minute. There's a normal node right down that way. So like with the SAM, belted that underneath the track. That's again why I love using this track kind of layout, because we can always throw belts underneath the tracks and it makes logistics a lot easier. So that's connected to the network. And then this SAM node actually comes from another track network. It's a normal node that's underneath the red forest that initially we brought up into that train station, and that goes back to base. But instead, I rerouted it, and it's gonna be going to our nuclear project. So a lot of belt work to make that happen, but it needed to be done. Because now with all the SAM, and all the sulfur, and with all that disgusting Caterium, we can check off even more from our to-do list. Oh my gosh, Caterium, you are done. SAM, you are done. Sulfur, you are done. And now we just have coal, uranium, and nitrogen. Quite a bit to do, but once we get it, we can actually start on the nuclear power plant and getting the final goods. But there's still more resources we have to get, and at this point, I'm thinking we're gonna need some drones. After dealing with all of this belt work and expansive infrastructure projects, my friends, I am done for today. So we'll unlock and mess with drones next time. So remember to subscribe for more, and until then, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and bye-bye.